Shalom, Yashrala. It's your brother Dawud Dak coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Akim, pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. All right. So I'm going to jump into a part 2 to this lesson, basically going into this famine of the word and the coming persecution, basically the saints, the men of the Lord. All right. So where we left off at, we read some news articles showing, that Esau's actually enacting this plan that he got. He already on the move and he's serious about this shit, he dead serious about it, and he making his moves to implement his plans, the plans that we know of as the King Alpha Plan, Rex 84 and Project Megiddo. All right. We already see that he's pushing forth with this plan already. All right. So we're going to jump back into the scriptures here to just follow up and read, how I say, the same examples that we see being played out live, these prophecies coming to pass live in the news today. We're going to read about this in the scriptures. All right. So continuing on with the lesson, we're going to jump to the book of John. It says, this is John 15 and 18. All right. It says, if the world hates you. So hang on. Let me go back. At the end of the last video, we left off here at the book of Matthew chapter 24. I'm going to read this again, just Matthew 24:9 again. It says, Matthew 24:9, it says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. Well, let me go to verse 8. It says, these are the beginning of sorrows. All right. So, in the last video, like I said, we covered a lot of news articles and stuff like that. All right. And we jumped to the scriptures. And then we started reading in the book of Amos about the famine of the word, how the Most High is about to take the men of the Lord off the highways and the byways. All right. And it's not just, you know what I'm saying? It's not the Most High just not going to just be like, all right, sons, stop going out on the highways and the byways. No more YouTube. Y'all can sit and chill it out, chill out the rest of the way. Everything all good. Your job done. Congratulations. You passed. It's not going to be like that. All right. The way that the Most High going to bring the famine of the word is through Esau clamping down on the men of the Lord, all right, with this persecution. And we are about to read about this, all right. So as we look into the scriptures, the things that was written aforetime was written for our learning and our understanding, all right. And also we read that wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our time, all right. So we have to be able to read and understand and comprehend the severity and the realness of the things that we're reading and that we preaching, that we so-called, or that we claim that we believe in. All right. So we was reading about, again, the famine of the word coming. All right. And now we're reading about how the Lord is going to bring that famine of the word and the severity of it and the effects it's going to have on basically the Lord, the men of the Lord. All right. So again, like I said, we started out about the famine of the word, which is like, let me just read verse 8, Matthew 24 and 8. It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. All right. And we also read about that being what? Jacob's trouble. All right. But it says, but basically the elect going to be saved out of it. All right. But let me read verse 8 again. It says, in all Matthew 24 and 8, all of these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. All right. Put in jail and everything like that. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. All right. So this is the time that we living in now. All right. These are the beginning of sorrows. These are the times that's coming. And as you see in the last video with these articles, they're preparing the people in their mind to accept this and be okay with this. And they letting us know that this is, the Lord is letting us know through those articles, to measure the times diligently. All right. To let us know that this is the time that we entering in. All right. And the doors of repentance is closing. All right. To get our house in line, make sure we have our oil for our lamp. All right. We're about to go into game time. No more. We about to practice no more. It's like in football, you got practice, every day you got practice. But now look, you on the football field down, they introducing a team, what I'm saying? Y'all starting to run out on the field, it's game time now, baby. Everything you done learn in practice is now time to put in play. All right. So it says, Matthew 24:9, it says, then they should deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and you should be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And like I said, well, like we read in some of these articles, you see this over in the UK, also in America. All right. Basically, they getting us ready because what? We on the four corners of the earth. Salakia. We on the four corners of the earth, and we standing up all over the earth where the Lord has scattered us. All right, and we prophesying there in boldness in the face of our enemy and those the ones that took us captive. So therefore, this is a global thing. All right. So let me jump on from there to the book of John, 15. This is John 15 and 18. It says, if the world hates you, now we just read about, he was going to be hated and cast into prison and basically be killed. All right. These are the beginning of sorrows, the times we living in. All right. Now the Lord, Yahushua, in the red letter here, well, he explained it to us just a while ago in the red letter, but he's further breaking it down to us. These are the future prophecies, and this is why these things are happening. All right. It's not because basically we out here antagonizing people. Hey, bitch ass nigga, fuck you and your bitch, y'all all getting put to death. That's not the reason why these people gonna be hating us, man. And if that's why you going out there trying to get that as a badge of honor to fit these prophecies, again, you need to examine thyself to see if you be in this truth. All right, this ain't nothing that we bring it on ourselves, man. This is just hey man, this is just the price you gotta pay, man. You out here look in the carnal sense, man. Look at all the men before us. All right, in a carnal sense, right? The Tupacs, the damn Michael Jacksons, Prince, and all these other motherfuckers that's talking about, or shit, the JFKs, the MLKs, Abraham Lincolns, the ones who tried to expose Esau and his bullshit. Tupac and them tried to expose the damn music industry and Michael Jackson. They was all put to death, right? So they wasn't put to death necessarily for so-called antagonizing the people who so-called put them to death, contrary to popular belief with the Tupac thing, it wasn't no East Coast, West Coast shit. This nigga, basically like us, man, had a lot of pull in the people's minds. It was running for so-called government coming up against the powers that be, all right? So they had to silence him. Just like, hey, man, not because he over here talking about some, fuck the politicians. He might have been saying some shit like that, but the real thing was he was a threat to their power structure. He had a lot of people behind him and in pull, just like these other guys I mentioned, all right? JFK was letting the people know, hey, man, we're going to switch up the money shit, so on and so forth. And we exposing the Illuminati. They're like, fuck that. This nigga got too big of a mouth. Too many people listening to him. He got to go. All right. That was the reason why JFK didn't go out there and call nobody out specifically. Oh, you a bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you and your bitch. Yeah, I fucked your bitch, whatever, whatnot. He didn't say no shit like that, all right? So, again, if that's how you trying to get these stripes, man, again, examine yourself, all right? These are the reasons why the so-called white man is going to come down and clamp down on us. These are the reasons why these people going to hate us. Not because we're out here antagonizing people and calling them bitches and shit, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to be called terrorists, all right, because we out here terrorizing nobody and being violent towards nobody, all right? They going to call us this because we terrorizing their system. We waking these people up to the truth, all right? They need these people to be asleep so they can keep robbing and stealing these motherfuckers. If somebody was robbing somebody and you over here telling them, hey, man, all right, imagine you at the job, right? And another motherfucker over here hitting the lick every day at the job. And you telling the boss, man, hey, man, Roger over here stealing from y'all. Roger making some money. Roger not going to hate you because you called him a bitch ass nigga and you was going to fuck his bitch and shit like that. No, that ain't why Roger hates you. Roger hates you because you fucking up his cake. You exposing him. All right, just like in John 3:16 and go down to verse 19, talking about how the Lord said, look, man, this the condemnation that light is coming to the world, but they love the darkness rather than the light because their deeds was evil and the light's exposing them. So same way Esau coming down on us because we exposing him in his new world order and his plan that he got. All right. So reading in John 15 and 18, it says, if going back to Matthew 24, talking about, you're going to be hated of all nations, for my name's sake. All right. And what's the namesake of Yahushua? Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. All right. He come in a volume of the book. So we're going to be hated for teaching the truth out of this here book, this here doctrine and truth and sincerity. All right. According to Ezekiel 37, Ezekiel 3, Ezekiel 2 and 3 eating a roll and prophesying into being a watchman, prophesying into the children of Israel, raising them up according to Ezekiel 37. So doing this here work, according to Ezekiel, what is that? Ezekiel 9 and 4. On the highways and the byways, all right? You see what I'm saying? You see how all these is falling along? This is what your job is going to be. This is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be hated for Yahushua's namesake, which is he come in the volume of the book about this prophecy for teaching out this here book in truth and sincerity, waking up the brethren, raising that exceedingly great army, which is a threat unto Esau and his rulership because that's the kingdom of heaven being built, all right? The ones that's going to take the kingdom. He don't want that shit to happen. So he dead serious about preserving his reign on this earth and wickedness. Hey, He's like, I ain't got nothing to lose. It's me against the world, baby. He all out, guns banging, you know? So putting in perspective, you know what I'm saying? Actually living and believing these here scriptures that they come alive in 2018. These are prophecies, man. This is what's really popping today, man. This is severity of what we really into, man. All right. This ain't no just some fairy tale to somewhat like, oh, we can compare this to compare that to that. No, they letting us know this is what you gonna go through. That's why they say prophecies, man. This is the shit that the majority of the Bible talking about today. That's what they talking about, prophecies. Some of that stuff happened back then, but a lot of that stuff is talking about today when they talk about prophecies, man. Those prophecies didn't happen in those days back there. A lot of them. Some of them did, but a lot of them, you know, Yahushua's prophecy when he came on the scene, that was a prophecy that they spoke about prior to him, and then it finally came to pass. But these other men predominantly prophesied, you know, amongst the prophets was talking about today's time. Ezekiel was talking about today's time. All right. This what we're reading is talking about today's times. All right. You know, again, some of this did happen in their times, but predominantly it's talking about now. All right. So it says John 15 and 18, it says, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. Because why? Yahushua is the head of the whole project. You see what I'm saying? Well, Yahweh is the head of the whole project. He said he coming in the name of his father, and the will of his father he gonna do. So it's not his plan and his motive. It's his father's motive. He just the head, he the face of the company, you know? And now we employees of that company. So we represent what that company represent, you know? And if the company, let's say the company Coca-Cola, and we supposed to be wearing red Coca-Cola shirts, we finna rep for our company, you know? We gonna come to work with our red Coca-Cola shirts on because we stand for and believe in our company, all right? And so it says, and now the people who like Pepsi, they gonna hate on you because they opponent. You know, we trying to outsell y'all. We trying to be the king of the soda game, right? So the people at Pepsi, they not gonna like you, man. They gonna be hating on you. They be like, nah, fuck them niggas in the red shirts. It's all about the blue life and Pepsi Cola, you know. And we supposed to be going hard for our team, you know. Only one people gonna reign in the kingdom of sodas, you know. It says, if you were, verse 18 again, John 15 and 18, it says, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. All right, being the head of it all. All right, well, you know, under Yahweh, he's the head of it all. All right, it says, if you were of the world, all right, being of the rest of these people in darkness, all right, up under Satan's rulership, going for this here kingdom and the prosperity of this kingdom. All right, it says, if you were of the world would love its own. Just like all these wicked motherfuckers love their own people, but they opposed to us because we not with them. We not of them. All right, it says, if you were of the world would love its own. But because you are not of the world, all right, so let me keep reading. It says, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. All right, so we separate from the world. We on the opposite side. They're in darkness, we in the light. All right, they don't want to come to the light because their deeds are evil. We done came to the light and got cleansed of our evilness and repented from it, but they don't want to repent. They want to keep getting their shit, you know. They want to uphold Babylon because they just living in their wickedness now. That's their lot and they position for the time being, you know. But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? The world would love its own, but because we not of the world, and even more, it was going to flame the hatred is because why? We was of the world, but now we taken out of the world. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people going to look at you with that little bit of hatred. Oh, this nigga think he better than us now. Nah, well, look, we was called to do this first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? And now, you know what I'm saying? We putting the calling out, you know, likewise to our own brethren, but you know what I'm saying? They don't want to, that's the condemnation. They don't want to come to the light. You know what I'm saying? But the more important part is the fact that, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not a part of this world, that's why they're up against you. All right. It's not because you out here saying, fuck y'all bitch ass niggas, I'm gonna kill you and your mama. No, that's not how you're supposed to be getting these so-called stripes. And if you're trying to earn stripes that way, again, you need to examine thyself to see if you be in the truth. All right. This type of hatred coming because of why? Because of we following after, Yahushua following after the doctrine of his father. All right, which is in righteousness. All right, the righteousness rulership of this here planet. All right, and we being under Yahushua. All right, we following after his example. All right, and the same thing, which is we want to uphold righteousness. All right, we hate the evil and love the the righteousness. Love the good and hate the evil. All right, and right now the wicked is ruling in wickedness. All right, over the planet Earth, and we opposed to that. And we standing up to that. All right, and we casting down all these wicked imaginations. All right, so there's gonna be conflict between the two. You see what I'm saying? And this is why the world is gonna wind up hating us. All right. So it ain't nothing that you got to sit there and antagonize nobody and bring this upon yourself. They're going to just see it based off of the actions what's going on. If you over here, again, you Roger over here robbing from the company and stealing, and you got your little side hustle, make you some extra ends on the side because you stealing from the company, selling some little bootleg shit off to the side. You know what I'm saying? and making your money, and somebody decide, you decide to go tell on Roger to the boss. Now you fuck up Roger's whole little operation. Roger mad at you because you fucked up his money, not because you called him a bitch ass nigga. All right, you didn't have to go up to Roger and try to antagonize him that way. You just so-called standing up for so-called righteousness in the sense, hey man, you shouldn't be stealing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being so-called righteous and telling on you for stealing, And now you hate me because why? Your deeds are evil and you don't want to come to the light. Be like, you know what? Stealing is wrong. I shouldn't be doing this. You want to stay in the darkness because you're making that money on the side. All right. Same way with these people in this society. Now they want to keep continuing on in their wickedness. They want to keep fornicating, committing adultery, being homosexuals, rape, robbing, and murdering and stealing and progressing and being, these jakes want to be Edomites and, so on and so forth, and take it Satan's deals. And when we expose that, they hate us for that, telling that the Lord coming back and he about to do away with all this wickedness. These people don't want to hear that, man. That's fucking up their money. So what? They gonna hate us because of those reasons, Let me reverse. Let me keep reading. Verse 20 says, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. All right. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. So basically we have an example, man. We not greater than the Lord, That's how serious this is. Look what they did to Yahushua. He was pure righteous. You know what I'm saying? Yahushua wasn't going up to King Herod. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, fuck you, King Herod. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm supposed to be the king, Fuck you, nigga. You ain't shit, man. My Lord, my father greater than you, nigga. My kingdom better than your kingdom, nigga. Fuck you and yours. Nah, when he got questioned before Herod, man, he was quiet before him, He wasn't all with all that rah, fuck you, nigga. This and that, all kind of shit like that, I think he did say, if this was my kingdom, my servants will fight. But still letting them know, like, yo, man, you got it. This your dominion. Do what you got to do, man. You know what I'm saying? He was humble before him. He was quiet before him, He wasn't going out there antagonizing him. But what? He was still persecuted, For what? For righteousness' sake, Telling the people basically, like, going up into the church, the temple and shit like that, telling them niggas they was wicked, fleecing the flock. You know what I'm saying? They hated that because why? They was getting paper off of that, And then these scribes and Pharisees, they was sitting up on top, so they was they was getting their little milk off. They was skimming the milk off the top too. You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, fuck that. If this nigga come on the scene and expose us, nigga, then he fucking up our money. Same with them niggas in the Temple of Diana. They only mad not because he go up in there calling them bitch ass niggas and hoes and shit. Nah, they mad because they say y'all trying to fuck up. We got a business selling these little idols of Diana, nigga. Nah, nigga, fuck that, nigga. You fucking up our paper right now. You know what I'm saying? We on the highways and the byways talking about the Illuminati and the hip hop, and y'all gotta go on a casting couch, do some homosexual shit, man. You think these hip hop artists, they know what the fuck they did. They know that they did some wrong shit, but you think that they want to fuck up they millions and they Bentleys and they bitches? Nah, man. So they be like, nah, fuck them niggas. We ain't talking about that. Trying to sway people the other way around. Not because we call them bitch ass niggas. So, again, like I said, if you're trying to get your stripes that way, you ain't even got to do it that way, man. Just go out there, preach the word and truth and sincerity, man. They already got the system lined up, man. And that's going to be your sword downfall and your pride, man. Thinking the Lord with you. The Lord didn't call us to set us up to do that way, man. The minute the Lord going to be walking on a different path, doing something different, And when they going to be tried, some of them going to be beheaded. Some of them got to die for Yahushua's namesake, Nevertheless, and we not bragging and boasting about that, wearing that as a stripe on our sleeve. And yeah, nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga, it's on. Nah, man, because you never know, man. You never know if in that hour, hey, man, like Judas Iscariot, man. He was rolling right there with the Lord, and at the very last minute, man, he was the one that betrayed the Lord. You see what I'm saying? The Most High could take that spirit up off you at any point in time, take that hedge down, man. And then that damn sniper bullet comes straight for your head, or worse, you go to Guantanamo Bay, man. And they just torture your ass for years on end. You see what I'm saying? Just because they just want to have fun. Oh, yeah, you was one of them bitch ass niggas calling us pedophiles and shit, nigga. Yeah, we gonna sit over here and have these fucking Arabs and nasty ass motherfuckers sit here and gang rape your ass every day of your life, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Waterboard your ass while we doing it and shit, Esau's a wicked, vile motherfucker, man. It's the same type of motherfucker who took our brethren back in the old days for entertainment purposes, all right? And cut their ass up one by one and fried their ass in a deep fryer while they was still alive and fed their ass to each other, you know what I'm saying? And cooked their ass up, man. These are the same wicked ass people who how you say, picked the nigga, tied a nigga up, and barbecued this nigga, cut this nigga penis off and made postcards smiling and laughing at us, man. And these are the same niggas that the Most High prophesied about us that's going to turn up on us. And it's going to be a time like never before on the planet Earth, man. That's how serious this is, man. So we have to take this in consideration that, hey, man, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth, for the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, for he know he got about a short time. This is my last little time to turn up on these bitch ass niggas, man. This the last little time. Hey, man, if you knew you had a motherfucker chained down and you got the last little time to take your last hits for this nigga to get loose, you gonna do, like, and when he get loose, man, it ain't no stopping this nigga, man. He gonna just put my ass to death. You gonna do all that you can to goddamn stop this nigga, lay this nigga down, and put his ass to death. I gotta stop him before he get loose. And that's what the fuck the devil's mind and mentality is. Like, yo, man, I know that these Jake, man, they finna get this superpower, man, and the Lord finna come back, and they finna goddamn work my ass, right? So, while I do have my time, man, I'm about to goddamn come down on these niggas like I ain't never seen before, man. And that's scriptural. So, we gotta be prepared for this, man. We got to, you know what I'm saying, observe the times and examine ourselves to make sure that we walking right before the Lord, and pray that the Lord have mercy on us, man. And also be merciful, because the Lord said, I'm going to have mercy on he who had mercy, and I'm going to judge him who has not have mercy, roughly paraphrasing. Basically like Esau, you know, he going to get judged without mercy, for he had no mercy, you know. And hey, though the hand join hand with the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. You want to keep being like him, you know. We're supposed to separate ourselves, come back, wash ourselves, clean ourselves from our wicked ways, you know. You want to act like Esau and be unmerciful like him, you're going to get an unmerciful death, man. All right, you're going to die at the hands of these Edomites when they torturing your ass, knowing that this they last little bit of time. The last time they going to goddamn be able to put their hands on your ass, man. They know this shit, man. So what kind of spirit you think they going to get, man? All right, what type of spirit you think that they gonna have on them, man? All right, the Most High said this is going to be the worst time like never before. It's going to be a time like never before, man. Slavery, the Devil's Punch Bowl, Black Wall Street, you know, barbecuing, picnics, gator bait, man. All this shit don't come into comparison to what the fuck Esau finna do right now. The Gatling gun, wounded knee, man, none of that. All that shit is a cakewalk, man. That's some elementary school shit, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Esau finna turn the fuck up, man. You see what I'm saying? And we got to pray and have faith. You know what I'm saying? Examine ourselves, be meek and humble before the Lord, and pray to the Lord keep his hedge around us, keep his Holy Spirit on us. At least we fall victim to this damn devil, man. All right, this is the punishment for the men of the Lord that's doing this here work, that faint and fall short to this, man. This is what's coming to them. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know, 2/3 gonna catch this shit too, but this is a more severe death, man. Esau gonna get off, man. Let me grab a quick precept real quick. Hold on. Let me just grab this here precept, man. Let me show you how, man, this shit is in Esau's heart, man. This is what the fuck homeboy get off doing, man. This shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, when they say sometime, man, he done busted nut and whatever, oh yeah, that's my jolly. This how Esau get off, man. This Genesis 27 and verse 41. And Esau ain't so-called completed this here plan and agenda he got going forth, you know. And he ain't stopping till he so-called accomplished this shit. All right, he like 50 Cent, man. I'm gonna get rich or die trying. You see what I'm saying? So his agenda is to so-called get rich by doing this, but he gonna what? Wind up die trying. All right. There's Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau, the so-called white man, hated, all right, Jacob, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is where this racism so-called stemmed back to, and how serious and in-depth this shit is, man. It says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. All right. And Esau said in his heart, all right, in his mind, this is my heart's desire. This is what the fuck I want to do, man. Be above all. You know how some superstars say, man, I knew I was gonna be rich and famous, and a superstar was in my heart. I'm gonna get rich or die trying, man. This is what I was gonna do. There was no for no answer. You know what I'm saying? Like your boy, what was this? Not Columbus. It was Cortez. This motherfucker said, look, man, we gonna go over here and we gonna conquer this land, nigga. It ain't no for no answer. I'm deleting that option, nigga. Burn all the boats, nigga. It ain't no going back. We either gonna take this land or we gonna die. All right, that's what Esau said, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna kill this nigga or he gonna kill me. I ain't stopping till I kill this nigga, man. That's what I got planned in my heart to do. All right. It says, and Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. All right, you know, basically saying Isaac is on his deathbed. You know, I'm waiting till this shit happen, and then what? It says, then will I slay my brother Jacob. All right, so that's what his plan is. You know what I'm saying? That's what he set his mind to do. All right, verse 42. And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah, and she called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, all right, behold, thy brother Esau, the so-called white man, as touching you, as concerning you, you know, Esau, the so-called white man, as concerning the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, this how he feel about you. This our mother, because we brothers, we twin brothers. Jake, the so-called white man and the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we twin brothers. We got the same mother and the same father. All right. So let me read that again. It says, and these words of Esau, her elder son, all right, were told to Rebekah. So our mother heard these words of our older twin brother, Esau, the so-called white man. And see, she sent and called Jacob, called us, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, her younger son, and said unto him, behold, thy brother, the so-called white man, as touching thee, as concerning thee, does comfort himself, purposing to kill thee. All right, so he get off. That's how he comfort himself. It's like a baby that's crying, right? You can comfort a baby's crying from sometimes picking the baby up and rocking the baby, talking to a baby, giving it this pacifier or a bottle. All those things sometimes comfort a baby when they crying. Maybe they need a diaper change. Whatever it is you got to do to comfort that baby. That's when you do that, that's comforting the baby. Let's say the baby hungry, right? The baby just wilding out, wah, wah, wah. If he can communicate, he purposing in his heart to eat. Once you satisfy his need, he good. You give him the Bible, the bottle, that's comforting to his heart, So what is Esau saying here? He like that baby crying. I desire something, I purpose in my heart to get this here bottle. I ain't gonna be satisfied till I get this here bottle. I ain't gonna stop crying till I get this here bottle. It ain't nothing you gonna be able to do to shut me up till I get this bottle and satisfy my hunger of this milk, right? Same thing Esau saying, look, I'm a baby crying, I'm jealous. I want this, and that, You know what I'm saying? It's ironic, look, thinking spiritually, not I use that analogy, but this baby is over here crying, over some spilt ass milk that he done did, but he not going to stop until he kill his brother Jacob, until he get that bottle in his mouth and can get that which is going to nourish and satisfy his soul. All right. So going back, man, this is the person you dealing with, man, from these times back then all the way up until now. This shit ain't never changed, bro. Somebody who has had this hatred towards you from the beginning, from basically when y'all was little boys, when y'all was like teenagers and shit, young adults, young men, man. This is what homeboy had in his heart, before we was a whole nations, man, our two forefathers, man. This is what homeboy said, man, and this is his same plan and agenda, man. Rex 84, Project Megiddo, the King Alfred plan. He's got it in law. We see these newspaper articles, how he's pushing this agenda right now and influencing the people to get them to have the same mindset he got, all right? To go ahead and start having the whole world hate us and demonize us to put us down, all right? This is what homeboy got in his mind to do to us, all right? Let me grab this real quick. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. All right. So looking at, the first thing it said is fear none of those things, like I said, man, like the scriptures say, don't fear, flesh and blood or man that can basically put you to death, but fear him that after death that basically put your soul in hell, So like I'm saying here, we're not really fearing Esau. Yeah, we know what he can do to us, and it ain't shit we can really do about it. Ain't nothing to be afraid about that for. If he gonna come get you, he gonna come get you. Ain't shit you can do about it. You just being scared, that's just wasting time and putting fear in your own heart. That's just, that's just vanity, Oh, well, if he gonna, it's like in the streets, man. If a nigga trying to come get you, or is gonna break into your shit, come touch your shit, man, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't stop somebody from breaking into your shit, no matter how many alarms you got or whatever, whatnot. That shit's just vanity. If they want your ass, they coming to get you. Same with Esau. The Lord said, don't fear that shit. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, But fear the Most High, who, who can put your ass to death, and after putting your ass to death, bring your ass back and put your ass into captivity or suffer your soul, or in this sense, allow Esau to come get you. Because see, we got that hedge around us. The Most High is protecting us. But fear him like an example of Job that can do you like Job. Like, look, nigga, I'm rolling with you, but hey, I can take that hedge from you and let this nigga come down on you and let him torture you and put all kind of crazy shit in his mind. I mean, see, he ain't got to just roll up and put a bullet in your head, make it quick and easy. No, this nigga let your ass go free, but we're going to demonize your ass on the TV first and foremost. We're going to make you public enemy number one. You know what I'm saying? And I had a friend, a childhood friend that I grew up with, in the world, me and him went to school together and everything like that. Me and him was real close friends, right? And, I seen this shit firsthand, I was still in the world and everything like that, but I seen this example first fucking hand. He was a part of, well, I'll kind of say the case or whatever, but anyway, he was a part of that FAMU case, right? About the boy that got, basically he got put to death in a hazing incident, right? In a FAMU situation. And If as all you guys know, that was a national case all over the United States, you know, and I think that shit might even went international. But nevertheless, they put all these boys' faces on the news, right? Now, mind you, this is one of these people that was involved in this case is an actual childhood friend of mine. Me and this person, I know this person from growing up. Me and this kid grew up together. As me and him was like best friends growing up, you know. I know his family, he know my family. We go and stay at each other's house and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We grew up together, you know. We was inseparable. People used to call me his name and vice versa, you know. But nevertheless, when this shit happened, you know, when the trial was going on, they blasted him on the news and everything. He was viral, everything, that whole case, right? Man, homeboy couldn't even go home. The news was surrounding his house. And he got kicked out of college, couldn't get a job for a long time because everybody knew who he was and formed an opinion about this here person. Like, oh, he a murderer, he this and that, and so on and so forth, because the media had demonized him and propagandized him, so on and so forth, and whatever was going on, you know? And it didn't matter what type of character this person had or what type of person he was in the world, you know what I'm saying? I knew this person from growing up with this person, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, I know this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? I known this person since we was like, damn near like pre-teens, you know what I'm saying? And I know this person's character and the type of person he grew up with beyond all this stuff going on. But the pictures that you people are painting and the things that people are believing, it's just crazy how when one person be in the media say certain things, you can have the whole world against you, you know? And I remember, you know, having to take, I mean, it was a sad, fucked up scenario because when homeboy came home after the whole shit, you know, homeboy had to hide out, you know? For like, you know, he had to hide for months on end, homeboy over at my house because the news media is surrounding his house. You know, day in, day out, like his whole house and his whole neighborhood, you know, he got the police in front of his neighborhood, you know, because everybody, the news and regular motherfucking people who ain't got shit to do with it is at this guy's house, you know, either A, trying to interview him, B, trying to fight him, kill him, all kind of crazy shit, you know, over some shit that, you know, I mean, basically how we would say child's play, horseplay amongst all these people who was all involved in some shit. You know, these people didn't decide, oh, we're going to plan a plot and murder this motherfucker, this person. They was all into some dumb, crazy shit they all shouldn't have been doing. But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, the whole, you know, everybody's demonized these people. And I saw this firsthand, you know what I'm saying? And having to have this person and just the shit we had to do to try to hide this person out, to get this person away and just to get him down the block to my house, and just how fucked up it was, how fucked up his life was. You know, and even until this day, homeboy can't even really get a job because that is a stain on his thing. People know his name as a first name basis, just like how we all know Casey Anthony. None of us knew who the fuck she was, but now we all know who Casey Anthony is, you see? So once Esau put you out here on this thing, man, put your ass up, demonize you, put you on this thing, it's all, hey, like I said, I seen it first, hands down, man. He, you know, it's certain things that he can do to you. It's easy for him to put a bullet in your head, but Esau got this hatred for you, man. And he coming down with this massive hatred, and he gonna really put it to your ass, you know? He got multiple ways to come down. Like I said, he can hit you with the, like the dude I'm just telling you about. You know, they didn't put their hands on him, or they didn't fuck with him that way. Nah, homeboy fucked up right now. They didn't put a hand on him. They put him on the news, all right? Now he can't, you know, he, at the point in time for a couple months, he couldn't even go home. You know, his mom, you know, well, I don't want to give too much information, but his mom was a very prominent person in the community. You know what I'm saying? Was doing, very so-called uplifting things for the so-called black community. Not saying that's here or there, but you know what I'm saying, a highly respected family and this and that. They lost a lot of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? All because they was put up on the news, and come to find out, you know what I'm saying, homeboy was acquitted of this, you know? He wound up not even being charged with none of this. He was actually, you know, basically at the end of it all, like, well, he ain't really have shit to do with it, you know? But before all of that, the whole world gonna, for here on out, know him as a so-called killer who did this and that, you know? Oh, you was one of them niggas who did that shit, you know? And he can't really live a regular life even unto this day because of something that the so-called white man said to him. And all the white man had said, yeah, this nigga fucked some niggas over, and walked off. And now his life is all fucked up to this day. All right. Michael Jackson with the pedophilia shit. So they can, you know, and we see how they doing us that way now. All they got to do is demonize us on the TV. Then we can't get jobs. Can't get jobs. Can't eat. You know what I'm saying? Can't get housing. All right. Your friends turn on you. The people who are supposed to shelter you and bring you in, they start shutting you down. You know, they fuck up your accounts and certain things. Your social security number fuck you up on a background check every time you go get a phone. And now I know what this is like, you know, because of my my actual government name. You know, I got such a fucking popular government name, you know what I'm saying? Not like saying that as like a criminal or nothing like that, but you know, it's like John Smith, you know, that's a popular American name, you know. There's a lot of people in America with that name, you know. So with that, there's a lot of so-called criminals with that name, with the name that I have, my actual government name, you know? And so like, especially in the county where I live at, you know, I actually know about 6 different people that I actually know with my same first and last name, you know? So when I go to cash checks, anytime I go to cash a check, or anytime I have to go somewhere where they have to do a so-called quick FBI check, you know, check my name or run my social, anytime they do that, or anytime they pull my social security number, my name pops up on the FBI checklist. Not because of like me being in this truth or anything like that. My name pops up on the checklist because I just have such a popular name, and there's a lot of criminals in the place where I live, the town that I live at, in the surrounding area, that there's a lot of criminals with my name. So they want to check and make sure. So, you know what I'm saying? Anytime I want to get a job, anytime I want to cash a check, anywhere like that, they always, oh, we got to hold this for about 15, 20 minutes. They got to make phone calls. I got to give them certain kind of references. They got to call here. They got to call there. Make sure I say who I am. Then they got to go to different things, you know, to check me out. You know what I'm saying? It's hard as fuck for me to cash a check because I got to go through this every time, you know? And, you know, I asked them, and they told me, oh, it's because of your name, and they got to do a quick FBI background check, you know? And I'm like, oh, okay. So I kind of know how it's difficult enough being just having a name of you know, a popular name and a name of a lot of criminals, and also of seeing somebody, a childhood friend, actually go through this. All right. So I already know how hard it is once they fuck you over in the system, let alone when they throw you into the system, like let's say prison, and have people go over here and you know, basically put you to death. These guards or shit like that, you know, put you to death in the system. Sandra Bland your ass, you know, or any of these Freddie Gray your ass, you know. Any of these things Esau could do to you, you know, demonize you in the media, through your family, your friends, cut you off to where you can't move, can't eat, can't do nothing, man. Or put you in his prison systems like Guantanamo Bay, kill you off in there, or a regular prison, you know, or any of these things, man. Or infiltrate your camp or whatever with these agents, and then cause some kind of, they call agent provocateurs, cause some kind of strife to bring down on your name and stuff like that, or frame you as a terrorist, you know, and have everybody else or the streets kill you. Put up all kind of different things. They could set something up in your neighborhood saying that, you know, somebody got killed to rape and you did this shit. Now everybody in the neighborhood coming after you to kill you. You see what I'm saying? Turning you into an enemy. So you have to keep these things in mind, that the tactics and the motive and how extreme this so-called white man is, the devil is, how extreme and how serious he is about this shit, and all the things that he is willing and capable of doing to your ass. All right. And keep that in mind when you're doing this, and not to take this lightly as a joke, you know. And always examine yourself, least the Most High take that hedge down from around you and let Esau go ahead and have a field day on your ass. All right. Because Esau hate Jake, right? But see, he don't really hate the 2/3 Jake sagging his pants and, you know, singing some Tupac and rapping and this and that and twerking and shit as bad as he hate us, because they not a threat to his society. You know, they helping his society. We a threat. So he gonna come down harder on us than them. All right. And he get his rocks off, like we read in Genesis. All right. He get his rocks off on killing us, man, and torturing us and being diabolical towards us. This is what this niggas do. All right. So reading in Revelation 2:10 again, it says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. All right. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. All right. Talking about the so-called white man, the devil. All right. The deceiver, the one that's lying about us, being deceptive, coming up with all these different lies about us. All right. Shall cast some of you into prison, or Guantanamo Bay. All right, like we was reading these news articles. That's why it's important to read these things. You know, it's not just a bunch of bullshit, man. That's why all this is out here, you know. You're supposed to be getting fed and nourished, not just with no little snack, not no McDonald's. You're going to be hungry 10 minutes later, man. We're trying to give you the full skinny, man. All right. It says, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. So, hey, man, you might get cast in Guantanamo Bay. You know, you could be in one of these, like our brother is Issachar, or it ain't even Issachar, but, you know, the Northern Kingdom that's in I think they're Ecuadorian, but, in prison in Central, or coming from Central America and Mexico and shit like that, or coming through Mexico, they putting them in these prisons and separating the families. We don't know what the hell they doing to them in there. All right. We don't know where they putting them into, all these black sites, man. Every city, every town, every state got a fucking black site, and you never know what the fuck it is. They got multiple black sites, man. You'll have a black site next to you in your regular ass community where they torturing people, doing all kind of shit, or running black operations, like your normal trap house, dope house could be controlled by the CIA or whatever, or just a building downtown where they torture niggas. You just never know. All right. They might have a back room, secret room in your local Walmart. You don't even know about this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? How they used to talk about those little secret Walmart meetings with white people on Tuesdays and shit. You know what I'm saying? How they used to do that. Hey, shit like that really go down, but you know, they expose the shit. They move the shit around a little bit like that. So, you know, hey man, you never know when your ass you know what I'm saying, get caught up in one of these black sites, man. They've been doing this shit for years on end, man. For real, for real. They got their little things and they cover-ups where that's where secret societies come into play, man. You know, there's a place in Georgia where I grew up backwoods where, you know, we grew up around the Klan and shit, you know what I'm saying, where we knew at a certain point in time we don't go on a certain side of town because them niggas will come get your ass and do whatever they want to do with you, and the police be like, well, we don't know what happened. Where was he at? Oh, he was over there. We don't know. Basically like a black site, but in the open. But in these cities, they got them even more in these sophisticated big high rises and whatever, right? So it says, the devil shall cast some of you into prison that you may be tried, all right, to see if you're going to hold your faith and your integrity, man. And you being tried is going into that torturing, man. Just like how these so-called terrorists is being tried in Guantanamo Bay, you know, how Esau said in the Colonel since, oh, they're terrorists. We want to know the info on bin Laden, so we're going to try them to get the information. They're going to waterboard their ass. That's what the fuck they plan on doing to us, man. Project Megiddo, all right? King Alfred plan, all right? Rex 84, all right? They buying all these guillotines, all these bullets, man. Concentration camps, man. All these buildings, Walmarts and Toys R Us closing down, man. All these new laws, all these hate speech laws, cyber laws, shutting people down. What you think they doing, man? What you think they preparing for, man? What you think they got planned for the men of the Lord out here, man? They serious about their job, man. How serious how serious, you know, what should we be? What manner of conversation should we be in? You know, not necessarily saying knowing that all this is gonna be dissolved, but before all this be dissolved, and we got to go through this shit, man. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, he that endured to the end shall be saved. But we got to endure this, man. This is the shit that's coming, man. A time like never before. This is serious. It's now coming off the pages and being that serious that we living in now, man. This is no more just be reciting this stuff, man. The day of the Lord is not coming no more, man. I'm sorry for you people who believe the day of the Lord coming. It's still coming. The day of the Lord is not coming no more, man. We living in the day of the Lord, man. It's time to fucking put your bootstraps on and brace for this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Not to how I say, try to fear nobody into doing this or that. I'm just saying to be circumspect, man. Hey, brace for the siege, man. They coming in, you know what I'm saying? Guards up, man. I'm letting you know. I'm a watchman on the tower. I'm blowing that trumpet. Hey, man, them niggas is out there, man. Get your guns, get your shields spiritually. All right. Take on the whole armor of the Most High. Brace yourself, man. Get these scriptures right. Prepare yourself in your mind and brace for what's coming, man. Watch ye therefore. Look at these prophecies. Look what these Edomites is preparing for you, man. These niggas is waging war on your ass, man. They preparing and setting up shop. So you got to do the same shit, man. You got to prepare yourself with the armor of the Most High, man, with these scriptures, man, with this faith, man, with prayer and supplications, man. You got to prepare yourself and walk and do your due diligence, man. Do all that you can do to make sure that you got your spot. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, this is a heavy thing we've been tasked with, man. I'm just trying to do all that I can do. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that this shit is coming, and I believe in the Lord, and I believe in these words. You know what I'm saying? And I believe, you know, it's just important for us to do this here word, man, and understand how important and how serious this is, you know, and to examine ourselves and to remind ourselves, you know, this ain't no so-called threats or nothing to nobody in the truth or nothing like that. But this is more or less just a reminder to you, brother, and be like, hey, remember, brother, we still at war, man. Don't let your guards down. Don't let your guards down. There's still niggas out there trying to kill us, man. You know what I'm saying? Just as a reminder. All right. So from here, we're going to go to, Revelation 20:4. It says, and I saw thrones and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received the mark upon their foreheads or in their right hand. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach for 1,000 years. You know, and I ain't trying to downplay the scriptures or nothing like that, but, you know, it's cool and all, we're going to reign with the Lord. And not trying to downplay that. That's really important. But the severity of it is listen, man, this just like in a war, man. The general of the army, the first sergeant said, listen, man, whoever get that kill shot on this nigga get free ice cream or free pass when they get back home. Yeah, the free pass is good and all, but nigga, we got to worry about getting this kill shot. So we got to worry about what's in front of us first. Before we can get there, we got to endure through this. All right. So what we just read about, you know what I'm saying, is the ones that was beheaded for this testimony and for the word and for witnessing for this. All right. So we understand that we're going to be cast into prison. Some of us are going to be beheaded. You know what I'm saying? Not just saying those two things, but we're going to be tortured, man. You know, Lord willing. Hey, man. Hey, man, just speaking. Hey, man, hey, the damn devil got some shit, man. That's what the scriptures say, man. He coming down with great wrath, man. He coming down with this torture, the demonization, whether it be just mentally, physically, you know what I'm saying, spiritually. He hitting us with all kind of goddamn EMF weapons, ELF weapons, fucking the chemtrails are serious with this Morgellons and shit, man. Esau got a whole lot of shit ready for us, man, and that's why how serious it is for us to constantly examine ourselves, examine these scriptures, and have faith in this, and constantly renew our mind in this, and pray that the Lord keep that spirit on us to fight with this, man. All right, because hey, man, this is that straight and narrow path, man. There's water on one side of where we can drown. You know what I'm saying? We can fall to the lust of the temptation of all of this shit in the world. We can get caught up with all this shit and fall back asleep to it. Or we can fall to the other side and get burnt up with the heat and the flame and the goddamn torment that Esau coming down with us on, man. You see what I'm saying, man? Hey, man. Hey, man, just thinking about this as a visual, man. This shit almost make me sick to my stomach, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say, man, the prophet said, woe is me in that day, man. You know what I'm saying? Just visualizing all this and seeing that Esau got this shit ready to roll, man. I don't even know if I want to read this. We'll read it and close out there. This is well, I'll just read this here and I'll close out with that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, this is, you know, a twofold with this. Well, actually, you know, actually I'm gonna close out with this. You know, that you know, edifies more the point of what I want to get at. We read this earlier, but we're gonna come back at it one more time and end off here. You know, just to show you that this is what's in Esau's DNA, man. This is what he programmed and planned to do, man. This is shit, man. This what he trying to, you know, accomplish. This is Genesis 27:41 again. It says, and Esau hated Jacob. That's in his heart, man. He got this perpetual hatred for us. All right, I'll read that too. It says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherein his father blessed him with. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning of my father at hand, then will I slay my brother. All right, and he ain't stopped wishing and dwelling on that. That ain't never changed in his mind. And these words of Esau, her elder son, was told to Rebekah, and she went and called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, behold, thy brother Esau is touching thee, does comfort himself purposing to kill thee. All right. So this what Esau planned on doing. Is this how he get off, you know? And until this day, he ain't ever stopped that, you know? And I'm gonna just read this just to solidify that point. This is Ezekiel 35:5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamities and the time of their iniquity had an end. So we about to catch salvation, and we still in the captivity unto this day, and Esau still perpetrating us till this day. So even up until the day of salvation, man, Esau is going to be persecuting us and killing us, you know, pursuing us with this perpetual hatred, this perpetual desire to kill us, man. So like I said, or like the scriptures say, man, Jacob's trouble, man, is going to be like a day like never before, man. All right. So Esau planning on and turning up on us. We see in these articles of him putting his shit in place, man. We know his plan, his agenda, you know what I'm saying, his desire in his heart. You know what I'm saying? We see him pushing this agenda and preparing the minds of these people to accept the fact that he just finna come down and murder our ass, you know, and persecute us. All right. So therefore we need to prepare ourselves the same way he preparing himself by, you know, strengthening, you know, praying for strengthening our faith. You know what I'm saying? And pray that the Most High have mercy and grace on us, and that we endure into the end, you know. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this here lesson was edifying and to the elect, you know, and that it, you know, you brothers that's in this truth, it wakes you brothers up to the seriousness of, you know, the lot and the position that you in, you know, as a servant of the Most High, and what lies ahead of you, you know, and you know, how we should examine ourselves and, you know, prepare ourselves mentally, spiritually, and all these things for the times that's coming, the times that we entering into. All right. You know, we've been spiritually fighting this whole time with just little spiritual things here and there, mainly in our minds and in our spirits. But now Esau finna come down physically and carnally on us, you know, and we have to be prepared for that. All right. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close. I'll say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Akim, pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. And I say that with all truth and sincerity. That's enduring these afflictions, because you are the men, all right, who's going to have to endure these afflictions we just went through in these here lessons, And I read and understand and believe in these things, And so I know it's a hard path to take and a hard path to swallow and a hard position to play. All right. So, you know what I'm saying? My prayers and salutes go out to you brothers, that the Lord keep that hedge over you brothers, and you brothers stay strong in his faith. All right. And that the Lord strengthen your faith through your walk, you know what I'm saying? And guide you and protect you, in this journey we have to take, And I pray that, you like-minded men that's out there in the highways and the byways pushing truth and sincerity. You know what I'm saying? The ones that was called and that was, that was chosen, and the Most High keep all you brothers, you know what I'm saying, in your walk in your journey till we get to the end. Lord will not be a part of that number, and keep us in this faith and keep us strong, keep his hedge around us, and keep our eyes straight forward, not to, look at and behold the fear, not let fear, overcome us, but to keep our eye on the kingdom of heaven and our eye on Yahushua, So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out and say, stay strong. Shalom.